是的，resolution 就是的，对吧？resolution 就是的，勒索他，他如果写下来，那啊，哦 okay, welcome you all to this the memorial service in honor of His Eminence Doboom Tulku Rinpoche, the former director of Tibet House, and that during his tenure as the director, the he indeed contributed a lot, and in fact, in the first place, as a great service to His Holiness the Dalai Lama, in service of the Tibetan people, in service of the people of the world, that the he made incredible contribution, and to cite some of them, one is that he started the Sacred Music Festival, Global Sacred Music Festival, which was so well received by the from many countries in the world. And with if I'm not wrong, it involved about like over 700, almost like 800, the the the practitioners, artists involved from different parts of the world. And also that he was involved in the creating the pagoda, the Buddha, the Buddha statue, the huge, I think about like 8 feet, the Buddha statue, offered by His Holiness the Dalai Lama to the Indian government and the Indian people as a thank you gift for their rendering a great home for the Tibetan people all these last the over 60 years. And then that work was the undertaken by Tibet House under the leadership of His Eminence Doboom Tulku Rinpoche. And likewise, he really contributed a lot in many ways and in connecting with the high-profile people from the politicians, artists, scholars from all of the world, and that too on a large scale. And since 2011, I took charge as the director of Tibet House here, and the all what we did is nothing but added to what Rinpoche already started, and he spent the prime of his life in service of Tibet House, service of His Holiness, Buddhism, Tibetan, the world. So the it was about like a little less than 2 months that Rinpoche passed away, and we already did a memorial service in India International Center, and and also Rinpoche is on the association or society. The That also conducted a similar memorial service for him, and in the monastery university from Doboom Monastery, we see that there were so many of the monks, the whole monastery consisting of about like 4,000 monks, having done the prayers that Rinpoche should take appear his reincarnation as soon as possible and be of service to the humanity, for the Dharma, for the Tibetan cause, as he did in this lifetime. So this is our same prayer that we all here, the offline and online, we are doing the same thing in memory, in appreciation of the amazing work which Rinpoche did. And alongside, I also like to, I also like not to miss the opportunity to mention Miss the Chungi, who happened to be the Tibetan secretary for about like 14 years. And during her tenure as a secretary, I'm really very impressed with that. The I was with Rinpoche and also the Chungki ma'am as the secretary here. We were together for about like the almost 3 years, and then all along, I really appreciate the enormity of the dedication of Chungki ma'am to Tibet House. That's amazing. So, the as for Rinpoche, let us pray that Rinpoche takes a swift reincarnation in service of the humanity, in service of sentient beings, the Dharma, and the Tibetan cause. And as for the Chungimam, for her the same unrelenting service to Tibet House all these 14 years, that she should have a good health, and that whatever Dharma activities that she is engaged in be of incredible great success, and that the Buddhist Bodhisattvas bless her. This is a prayer. So with this in mind, all of us, let us turn to page 3. And so basically the idea, for people who have no idea of what does mean by soul offering, it is, say, invoking the blessings of Buddhist Bodhisattvas and invoking the clear-light mind of Venerable His Eminence Doboom Rinpoche, that he should come back in service of the sentient beings and Dharma as soon as possible. And then in this connection, we we create virtues in ways of doing these practices. We create virtues, and the best of virtues that we can think of are the bodhicitta and the wisdom of emptiness, and supported by the single point meditation. So this is what we're going to do in essence. So with this in mind, let's turn to page 3 and visualize that all Buddhist Bodhisattvas are with us. His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Buddha Shakyamuni, and all Buddhist Bodhisattvas are there with us. And also that His Eminence, the Doboom Rinpoche, is also with us, and showering their love, affection, the and the blessings to all the beings in the world, human beings, animals, insects, hunter ghosts, spirits, god and goddesses, everyone. And also let us visualize your true parents, all of our members, children, and everyone with you, leaving that aside. And everybody's taking part in this practice to awaken their seed of perfection within themselves, so that the purpose of this life, the purpose of their life, which is to awaken the fearlessness and infinite happiness within themselves, and to spread this joy and fearlessness in the minds of other beings as well. So with this mind, let's turn to page 3. And to the great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. And to the great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. And to the great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Sanje joda zoge chonam la chanjo padu dani gyapsu che dage jinso kebe sonam chola benjir sanje jubare sho sanje joda zoge chonam la chanjo padu dani gyapsu che dage jinso kebe sonam ge chola benjir sanje jubare sho sanje joda zoge chonam Chanjo bardo dane gyaso che dage jin so gebe sonam ge dola penjir sange rubare sho. Okay. Online participants, we're very sorry for the little bit of chaos here. We were rearranging our seating arrangement. Okay, all of us now sit down. Sambala, Shu, Ashuji, Ashuji, sit. Okay, we are on page 4. The Dun Shuda in the front. Now, page 4. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanje joda zoge jonam la chanjo pardo dani gyapsu che tage jinso kebe sonam yola benjire sanje dubara jo sanje joda zoge jonam la chanjo pardo dani gyapsu che tage jinso kebe sonam ge dola benjire sanje dubara jo sanje joda zoge jonam Tanju Bardu Dani Gyapsu Che Dage Jinso Kebe Sonam Yola Benjere Sanye Drubara Sho. Independent origination, there is no ceasing, no arising, no annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no going, no separateness, no sameness. I prostrate to the concept of Buddha, the supreme among all teachers, the one who taught this peace, which is free of elaborations. I prostrate to the mothers of the hearers, the Bodhisattvas, and the Buddhas, which through the knowledge of all lead here is seeking pacific complete peace, which through the knowledge of past causes also helping my greatest to achieve the aims of the world, and through the possession of which helps subdue with expand the varieties of teachings. The one who is transformed into the reliable guide, motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings, the teacher, Sugata, and protector to aim administrations. The one who has eliminated the Babu conceptualizations and is endowed with the divine bodies of the vast and the profound, who eternally chants for the forever noble light raised to you, the Buddha, I make prostrations. Inspired by wisdom and compassion, today in the Buddha's presence, I generate the mind of full awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato hyavatat tesham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam etum tesham dathagato hyavatat esham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashramanaye swaha. Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum tesham dathagato hyavatat esham chayo nirodha evam vati mahashramanaye swaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation of causes as well is taught by the great seer. Profound, peaceful elaboration for a clear light and non-composite. Such is the nectar life dharma I've discovered. Finding no one to fathom this teaching in silence I'll return to words. Beyond our trends, thought, and expression is the perfection of wisdom, which is unborn, unseized, and has the nature of space. Is the object of apprehension of self-realized wisdom. To you, the mother of the Buddhas of 3 times of your obeisance. The 4 seals of the Buddha's teachings. All composite things are impermanent. All contaminated things are the nature of suffering. All phenomena are the nature of emptiness and selflessness. Transcendent sorrow is peace. The Guru is the Buddha, the Guru is the Dharma, likewise the Guru is the Sangha, the Guru is the source of everything wholesome. I go for refuge in the Guru. By the sound of the vibrant drum of Dharma, you liberate all beings of miseries. I beseech you to kindly remain and give teachings until the end of the expanse of billions of eons. The Buddha does not watch the negativities of beings, nor does he remove their miseries by his hands. His spiritual realizations are not transferred to them. It is by teaching the truth of suchness that the beings are liberated. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. If attached to this life, you are not a spiritual practitioner. If attached to samsara, you have no renunciation. If attached to your own self-interest, you have no bodhicitta. If there is grasping, you do not have the view. Page 14. Praise to Shakyamuni Buddha. To the founder, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the fourth destroyer, completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, of restraint, make offerings and go for refuge. When O Supreme amongst humans, you are born on this earth, who pays us service twice, then said, Supreme in this world, to you who are wise, then I prostrate. With pure bodies, form supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the three worlds, winner the best, Lord, to you are prostrate. With a supreme science, face like a spotless moon, color the gold, to you are prostrate. Thus free like you, the three worlds are not, incompatible wise one, to you are prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the Founder having all understanding, filled of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you that the Tathagata prostrate. The purity that frees from attachment, the virtue that frees from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dhamma that pacifies the prostrate. Those who are liberated and also show the path to liberation, the holy feel qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you the Sangha I prostrate. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a visual aberration, a flame of lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud, say conditioned things as such. Through this merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, subdue four faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, but hurt by the ways of aging, sickness, and death. Okay, page 29. Heart Sutra. I prostrate to the irrefutable gem. And thus did I hear at one time the Buddha was dwelling on Masavalsa's mountain Rajgriha, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Buddha was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound illumination. Also, at that time, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Avalokiteshvara looked upon the very practice of the profound illumination of wisdom and beheld those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then, through the power of the Buddha, Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Avalokiteshvara: how should any child of the lineage who wishes to practice their act with the profound perfection of wisdom train? He said that, and the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Avalokiteshvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra: Shariputra, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity with profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this, correctly and repeatedly, beholding those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty, empty is a form, empty is not other than form, form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, composition factors, and consciousness empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are empty, without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no composition factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no phenomenon. There's no I element and so on, up to and including no mind element and no mental conscious element. There's no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, up to and including no aging and death, and no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there's no suffering, origination, cessation, and path. There's no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell in the perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration and thus without fear. Having completely passed beyond error, the which then found in nirvana, all the Buddhas who dwell in the three times also manifested completely awakened, unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment, and reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequaled, mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering should be known as truth, since it is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared Yata Om Gade Gade Bara Sam Gade Bodhi Swaham. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva should train in a profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Buddha arose from their concentration and commanded the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Aravalokiteshvara, saying, well said, O son of the lineage. It is like that, it is like that. One should practice a profound perfection of wisdom, just as you have indicated. Even the Tathagatas rejoice. The Buddha having thus spoken, Venerable Shariputra, the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Aravalokiteshvara, who surrounding the entirety, along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised as spoken by the Buddha. Deyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha. By the teachings of three supreme jewels possessing power of truth, may inner and outer hindrances be transformed, may they be dispelled, may they be non-existent, may they be pacified, may all negative forces opposed to the Dharma be completely pacified, may the whole 80,000 obstacles be pacified, may we be separated from problems and conditions harmful to the Dharma, may all enjoyments be in accord with the Dharma, may auspicious of perfect happiness pervade this place now. Page 35. 8 verses for training the mind. Here, what we're reading is to oftentimes people get the impression that this is very self-denial, where you take the defeat, you offer victory to others, and so forth. In fact, this is if you read it properly, we see that it's extremely profound in ways that, with the recognition that all the problems are rooted to the self-grasping, self-centered attitude. Where there's a selfishness there, then the problems arise. And how the selfishness disrupts your peace of mind is in ways of activating our ego and anger. Where there's ego and anger, there's no room for peace of mind. So the factors which are otherwise responsible for triggering anger and ego, these are being identified here in the form of the 8 verses. And then once you identify them, see how to manage them, how to tackle them, subdue them, and then your other cherished mind, sense of caring for others, a sense of the common sense, it develops within us, and then you become happier and happy person for yourself, for your family, and for the whole the world. So with this mind, let us read properly, page 35. With the determination to achieve the highest aim, for the benefit of all sentient beings, which surpasses even the vengeful function, may hold them dear at all times. Whenever I interact with someone, may I view myself as the lowest amongst all, and from the very depths of my heart, respectfully hold others as superior. In all my deeds, may I probe and imbibe my mind, and as soon as mental and emotional afflictions arise, as they endanger myself and others, may I strongly confront them and avert them. When I see beings of unpleasant character and those oppressed by strong negativity and suffering, I hold them dear for what they're ready to find, as if I have discovered a jewel treasure. When others out of jealousy treat me wrongly with abuse, slander, and scorn, may I take upon myself the defeat and offer to others the victory. When someone whom I've helped or in whom I placed great hopes mistakes me some extremely hurtful ways, may I regard him still as my precious teacher. In brief, may I offer benefit and joy to all my mothers, both directly and indirectly. May I quietly take upon myself all hurts and pains of my mothers. May all these remain undefiled by the stains of the eight mundane concerns, and may recognizing all things as illusions, devoid of clinging, be released from bondage. From my two collections, vast space that I've amassed, from working with effort in this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds wisdomized by ignorance. Okay, let us turn to page 40, a short mantra offering. This ground adorned with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun, and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha failed and offer it. May all sentient beings enjoy this pure land. O Sajibhage Joshe Mando Tam Ram Le Shenyan De Gambade Sangye Shendo Mete Bhuvaye Dogu Nam No Jaya Chubara Shom. The four dharmas of Venerable Kambupa. Maybe that's blessed my mind is directed towards the dharma. Maybe blessed that my dharma practices on the proper path. Maybe blessed that the path is free of flaws. Maybe blessed that the flaws are seen in the light of exalted wisdom. The four dharmas of Venerable Bhikshu Mahasattva, becoming utterly frustrated with the ignorance that grasps the true existence. Please bless me with genuine renunciation, seeing all aspects of samsara as viciously repulsive. Please bless me that my mind overflows with the precious bodhicitta and cherish others more than myself. Please bless me to have an immaculate experience of the wisdom of emptiness that does not see even an atom of intrinsic reality on the basis of understanding how things come into being by dependent origination through mere conditioning. Please bless me that my mind overflows with the precious wisdom of the non-duality of bliss and emptiness. Edam Guru Ranam and Lagam Nirateame. The foundation of all good qualities by Lama Tsongkhapa. The foundation of all good qualities is the kind and perfect Guru. Correct devotion to him is the root of the path. By clearly seeing this and applying great effort, please bless me to rely upon him with great respect. Understanding that the precious freedom of this rebirth is found only once, is greatly meaningful and is difficult to find again. Please bless me to generate the mind that unceasingly day and night takes its essence. This life is as impermanent as a water bubble. Remember how quickly it decays and death comes. After death, just like a shadow follows the body, results of virtuous, non-virtuous karmas follow. Finding firm and definite conviction in this, please bless me always to be careful to abandon even the slightest negativity and accomplish all virtuous deeds. Samsaric splendors are unsatisfying and unreliable. Seeking them is the door to all suffering. Recognizing these shortcomings, please bless me to generate a strong wish for the bliss of liberation. Led by this pure thought, mindfulness, alertness, and great question arise. The root of the teaching is keeping the Pratimoksha vows. Please bless me to accomplish this essential practice. Just as I have fallen into the sea of samsara, so for all other my creature beings, please bless me to see this training in supreme bodhicitta and bear the responsibility of freeing my creature beings. Even if I develop bodhicitta, but from practice the three types of morality, I'll not achieve enlightenment. With my clear recognition of this, please bless me to practice the bodhisattva vows with great energy. Once I pacify distractions through wrong objects and correctly analyze the meaning of reality, Please bless Buddhaji and repeatedly within my mind stream the unified path of karma abiding inspection inside. Having become a pure vessel by training in the additional path, please bless Buddhaji and at the head gateway of the portion of ones, the Supreme Vajra vehicle. At that time, the base of accomplishing the true attainments is keeping pure vows and samaya. As I become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect these vows and bless them in life. Then, having realized the importance of the two stages, essence of Vajrayana, by practicing with great energy, never giving up the 4 sessions, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. Like that, may the Gurus who showed the noble path and the spiritual friends who practice their long lives please bless me to pacify completely all outer and inner hindrances. In all my lives, never separate from perfect gurus, I enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the qualitative station of the path, I could attain the state of Vajradhara. Okay, let's recite the mixed mantra first in English, followed by Tibetan. You are Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of non-referential compassion, and Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroy hosts of demons without exception. Zongaba, crown jewel of the sage of land of snows, Losan Taba at your feet and make prostrations. Anje kebe tsoge tsokaba lo sa tabe shabla ovade Anje kebe tsoge tsokaba lo sa tabe shabla sobaide Anje kebe tsoge tsokaba lo sa tabe shabla sovade. Okay, what we do is that we will do 5 minutes breathing meditation, 5 minutes breathing meditation, followed by taking the aspiration bodhisattva vow. Okay, for the breathing meditation, 5 minutes. Ready? Okay, now let's turn to page 50. Okay, taking the aspiration bodhisattva vow. Okay, so here what we do is that as we recite the verses, as we recite the verses, let us make sure that the meanings are reflected in the mind, and then some kind of aspiration should be built within us, that I should be awakened fully, so that I can be the guide to lead all the demonstration beings towards the state of fearlessness and infinite happiness. And let us also invoke His Eminence Doboom Rinpoche, that he should come back to the human realm as soon as possible, and the guide all the beings towards ultimate happiness. So with this mind, let's recite the following verses together. The first verse 3 times, followed by the next 2 verses. I go for refuge, the truthful gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice in the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddhahood in my heart. I go for refuge to the truthful gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice in the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddhahood in my heart. I go for refuge to the truthful gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice in the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please be here to me. Just as the previous Buddhas have generated the mind of bodhicitta, and just as the successful dwell in the Bodhisattva predecessors, likewise for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will generate the mind of bodhicitta, and likewise shall I too successfully train the Bodhisattva predecessors. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please be here to me. Just as previous Buddhas have generated the mind of bodhicitta, and just as the successful dwell in the Bodhisattva predecessors, likewise for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will generate the mind of bodhicitta, and likewise shall I too successfully train the Bodhisattva predecessors. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please be here to me. Just as the previous Buddhas have generated the mind of bodhicitta, and just as the successful dwell in the Bodhisattva predecessors, likewise for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will generate the mind of bodhicitta, and likewise shall I too successfully train the Bodhisattva predecessors. Okay, with this in mind, now just imagine the bodhicitta that will be generated within mind in the form of Vajra moon, multiply infinite times and share with all the demonstration beings. Your dad, your mom, all of them members, your children, and all sentient beings, human beings, animals, holy ghosts, hell beings, God and goddesses, spirits, everyone has the share of Vajra moon from you. And imagine that all the Buddhist Bodhisattvas, they're so happy with this, and that they invoke the Vajra moon from this side to multiply infinite number of times. They descend to merge with the one that visualizes the heart. And likewise, they descend to merge with the one that visualizes the heart of your mother, father, with each one of family members, include children, and everyone, all sentient beings, thereby becoming non-dual, blessed, and stabilized. So with this in mind, let us turn to next page, page 51. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by the compassion of Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious bodhicittas even across my life. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by the compassion of Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious bodhicittas even across my life. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by the compassion of Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious bodhicittas even across my life. In order to further increase this bodhicitta from now on, those with discernment who have lucid seeds and awakened the mind of bodhicitta in this way should highly praise him in the following manner. Today my life has borne fruit. Having well obtained this human existence, I've been born in the family of the Buddha, and now in one of Buddha's children. Thus, whatever actions I do from now on must be in accord with the family. Never shall its disgrace or pollute this noble and unsightly trace. Just like a blind man discovering a jewel of a Hebrew rubbish, likewise, by some coincidence, an awakened mind has been born within me. It's the supreme ambrosia that overcomes the sovereignty of death is the inexhaustible treasure that eliminates all poverty in the world, is a supreme medicine that quells the world's disease, is a tree that shelters all beings wandering and tired on the path of conditioned existence. It is the universal bridge that leads to freedom from unhappy states of birth. It is the dawning moon of the mind that dispels the torment of disturbing conceptions. It is the great sun that finally removes the mixed ignorance of the world. It is the quintessential butter from the churn of the middle of Dharma. For all those guys traveling on the path of conditioned existence who wish to experience the bounties of happiness, this will satisfy them with joy, and it should praise them in supreme bliss. Today, in the presence of all the protectors, I invite the world to be guests at a festival of temporary and ultimate delight. May gods, demigods, and all be joyful. Okay, today we will read Noble Mind Sutra at the Hour of Death, which is page 59. Hmm. This sutra is extremely important. It talks about the clear light nature of the mind, the true nature of mind, Buddha nature, and how if that is awakened fully, you become truly fearless and you experience infinite happiness. With this mind, then you can really benefit all the demonstrated beings. So with this mind, let's read this. And this is another way to invoke the mind, the consciousness of Venerable the Doboom Tulku Rinpoche, to be invoked to manifest soon on planet Earth to be of service and benefit to the Buddha Dhamma and all demonstration beings. Noble Mind Sutra, Wisdom of the Hour of Death. Homage to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Thus did I hear at one time, while the Blessed One was residing in the palace of the King of the Gods in Akanishta realm, he taught the Dhamma to the entire assembly. The Bodhisattva Mahasattva Akashagarbha then paid homage to the Blessed One and asked, Blessed One, how should we think about the mind of a Bodhisattva who is about to die? The Blessed One replied, Akashagarbha, when a Bodhisattva is about to die, he should cultivate the wisdom of the hour of death. The wisdom of the hour of death is as follows. All phenomena are naturally pure, so one should cultivate the clear understanding that there are no entities. All phenomena are subsumed within the mind of enlightenment, so one should cultivate the clear understanding of great compassion. All phenomena are naturally luminous, so one should cultivate the clear understanding of non-apprehension. All entities are impermanent, so one should cultivate a clear understanding of non-attachment to anything whatsoever. When one realizes mind, this is wisdom. So one should cultivate the clear understanding of not seeking the Buddha elsewhere. The Blessed One then spoke the following verses. Since all phenomena are naturally pure, one should cultivate the clear understanding that there are no entities. Since all phenomena are connected with the enlightened mind, one should cultivate the clear understanding of great compassion. Since all phenomena are naturally luminous, one should cultivate the clear understanding of non-apprehension. Since all entities are impermanent, one should cultivate the clear understanding of non-attachment. Since the mind is the cause of the arising of wisdom, do not look for the Buddha elsewhere. After the Blessed One had spoken, the whole assembly, including the Bodhisattva Akashagarbha and others, were overjoyed and full of praise for the Buddha's words. This concludes the Noble Mind Sutra, Wisdom at the Hour of the Dead. Okay, now let us turn to the Tsok offering. Okay, what we do is that okay, let us turn to page 58. While I do the Tsok offering blessing, all of us, verse number 58, page number 247, 247. While I do the blessing, and then all of us will recite Om Mune Mune Ma Mune Soham, and the Buddha mantra, invoking the Venerable Rinpoche's, Doboom Rinpoche's reincarnation to come as soon as possible for the service of the Buddha, Dharma, and sentient beings. So with this mind, the Okay. So let us recite the mantra. Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni. Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Swaha. Om Muni. Om Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. Page number 58. O host of root and lineage gurus, page 247, page 247, and verse number 58. Thank you. O host of root and lineage gurus, ye Dhammas are hosted deities, three jewels of refuge, Vedas, Dakanis, Dhammapalas, and guardians of the teachings. I request you, who are the nature of the compassion, to appear and come to this offering side. Place your radiant feet firmly upon this elegant throne formed of jewels. Amidst an ocean of clouds of outer, inner, and secret offerings, grant us who are striving in the supreme realization, the powerful attainments that we all wish for. Hold this ocean-like soul offering of the uncontaminated nectar, blessed by Samadhi, Mantra, and Mudra, we offer it to, in order to please you, host of root and lineage gurus, Om Ahum. contented by a spot with all the splendors that could be wished for. Emaho, please let fall a great rain of blessings. Blessed by concentration, mantra, and mudra, this ocean like Tsok offering of the spotless nectar, offer for your delight assemblies of the root and Danish gurus, satisfied by enjoying the abundance of all you wish. Please, I beg, let fall a great rain of blessings. Blessed by concentration, mantra, mudra, this ocean like Tsok offering of spotless nectar, offer for your delight assemblies of yidams, deities, and attendants, satisfied by enjoying the abundance of all you wish. Please, I beg, let fall a great rain of powerful accomplishments. Blessed by concentration, mantra, mudra, this ocean like Tsok offering of spotless nectar, offer for your delight assemblies of the most precious jewels, satisfied by enjoying abundance of all you wish. Please, I beg, let fall a great rain of the holy Dharma. Blessed by concentration, mantra, this ocean like Tsok offering of the spotless nectar, offer for your delight assemblies of Dakanis and Dhammas protectors, satisfied by enjoying abundance of all you wish. Please, I beg, let fall a great rain of virtuous deeds. Blessed by concentration, mantra, mudra, this ocean like Tsok offering of spotless nectar, offer for your delight assemblies of mother sentient beings, satisfied by enjoying the abundance of all you wish. Please let delusive appearance and satisfy be unlaid. Okay.做通过给时间，进去了非常，帮着，辛苦的，干嘛这么脸上？但是过来是弄切啥个呢？也干嘛这么看他没拍？好，的呢的，慢点。Now, we will all recite this together. 66. Look, venerable great circle of Tsok, you who has followed in the tracks of the Sugats of the 3 times, and are the source of all powerful attainments, since we realize this, O great hero, who has forsaken the conceptualizing mind, please enjoy continually the circle of Tsok. Allah, Ho. Very good. With nature inseparable from 3 Vajras, through Vajras, I visualize myself as a Guru Yidam. This nectar of immaculate wisdom knowledge, without stirring from bodhicitta, I drink to satisfy the deities dwelling in my body or glazed bliss. Okay. Oh, sure. Then all of us, the Shuddhala will offer you 1 spoon of this, the nectar, followed by the Kunga Chandela will give you the raisins. The idea is that when you taste it, you feel the experience of the sweet taste or the blissful taste, and you use that as that blissful taste as your the foundation for you to experience emptiness. Think about emptiness. So this is known as the non-duality of the bliss and emptiness, inseparable or the non-dual bliss and emptiness. Okay, now we will recite the remaining part. Meanwhile, two boys can come up to offer the distributed song. Okay, let's recite the following together. Page number 249, verse number 68. All Tathagatas, Buddhas, Vedas, heroes, yoginis, dagas, and dakanis, to all you I make this request. O Heruka, who delights in supreme bliss, and who attends a mudra experiencing bliss, please by enjoying yourself in accordance with the rites, own with the innate bliss and emptiness. May the host of stainless darkness look with loving compassion accomplish all deeds. Whom we make a request to you, the Tathagatas who are thus gone, as well as to the Vedas, Yoginis, Darkins, and Darkinis. Yoginis dance with enchanting, soothing movements to protect us so exciting but to please, and the multitudes of Darkinis come before us and bless us, bestow upon us innate great bliss. Ah la la la la ho ah ye ah ra le ho. You, the multitudes of immaculate Darkinis, look upon us with love, bestow all the powerful attainments, whom we make a request to you, that the Tathagatas who are thus gone, as well as to the Vedas, Yoginis, Dakas, and Daganis, the great bliss that is possessed of liberating qualities, the great bliss without which freedom cannot be gained in one life, though one endures many asceticisms. Great bliss abides into the center of the Supreme Lotus. Ah la la la la ho ah ye ah ra le ho. You, the multitudes of immaculate darkness, look upon us with love, restore all the powerful attainments, whom we make our request to you, the Tathagatas who are thus gone, as well as to the Vedas, Yoginis, Dakas, and Darkinis. Just as lotus born out of mud, great bliss, though born out of desire, is unsullied by its faults. O Supreme Yoginis, by the bliss of your lotus, may the bones of samsara be quickly untied. Oh la la la la ho ah ye ah ra le ho. Your multitudes of immaculate darkness, look upon us with love, bestow all the powerful attainments. Whom we make a request to you, that the Tathagatas who are thus gone, as well as to the Vedas, Yoginis, Dakas, and Dakinis, like a swarm of bees drawing forth the nectar of flowers, may we likewise be satiated by the captivating nectar of the mature lotus possessing such qualities. Ah la la la la ho ah ye ah ra le ho. To the multitudes of immaculate agonists, look upon them as love, restore all the powerful attainments, whom impure deceptive appearances become purified in the spirit of emptiness. This magnificent nectar created out of pristine awareness, Om becomes the vast ocean of all desired things. Om ah hom, Om ah hom, ah hom. Okay, so okay now, somebody other comes Pugal and Pugal will pick up the verse from all of us. You eat something, and then from the Tsok you have, you give something to the local spirits. Ashoji, give something. Okay, that's it. Ah, wala mere, kungala, wala ramen sarda, la, marare, kungala ramen da, ane, yore mare. Ashoji, do you give something? De ramen de. Okay, so now we continue. Sola do sabe. Sola do da 조금 조금씩 sola do. De de beş. Akamız umla. İşte. Mare. Pügüm de şuşuğa. Niga na beş. Pügüm special. Ne. Oy, alles. Ja. Okay. Das ist die Schuhe. Nie Drusche so die Drüse. Okay, beige. 251, verse number 74. Oh, this ocean of remaining stock of uncontaminated nectar, blessed by Samadhi mantra mudras, we offer to place you, host of oath-bound realm protectors, Om our home. Contented by your spot with all the splendors that could be wished for, Am our home. Please accomplish the virtuous conduct of the yoga path as you have pledged. Okay. Or by offering this ocean of remaining soul to the guests who are left together with their entourage. May the precious teaching proliferate. May the upholders of the teachings, the offering patrons, together with their entourage, and especially the yogis, all gain freedom from sickness, long life, fame, good fortune, abundant wealth as wished for. Bestow on us the powerful attainments of actions such as pacification, increase, and so forth. O oath-bound protectors, protect us, help us obtain all powerful attainments. Make us meet no untimely death, sickness, demons, or interfering spirits. See that we have no bad dreams, ill omens, or calamities. May we have worldly happiness, good crops and harvests. May the Dharma flourish, all goodness and joy come about. May all the wishes in our minds be fulfilled. And by the force of this bountiful giving, may I become the self-evolved Buddha for the sake of all sentient beings. And by this gesture of generosity, may I liberate the multitudes of beings who are not liberated by the Buddhas of the past. Reviewing the entire stages of the path, O holy and venerable Gurus, supreme field of merit, inspire me to make offerings and devoted requests to you, O protectors and root of all well-being, and may I come under your joyous care. Inspire me to realize how this opportunity and fortunate rebirth is rare, but once and quickly lost, and thereby undistracted by the meaningless works of this life, sees its meaningful essence. Afraid as I am of the seeing the blaze of suffering in the lower realms, inspire me to take heartfelt refuge in three precious gems, and to fervently strive to avoiding non-virtue and accomplish all collections of virtue. While in the toes as I am by waves of delusions, karmas, plagued by hosts of sea monsters, three sufferings, inspire me to develop an intense longing to be free of this dreadful, boundless, great ocean of existence. I've abandoned the view that sees this unbearable prison of cyclic existence as a pleasure grove. Inspire me to train in the three trainings, restore of the Arya's treasures, and thereby uphold the banner of liberation. I've considered how all these tormented beings are my mothers who have kindly cared for me again and again. Inspire me to develop unfeigned compassion like that of a loving mother for a precious child. As no one desires even the slightest suffering, no ever has enough happiness. There's no difference between myself and others. Therefore, inspire me to rejoice when others are happy. This chronic disease of cherishing myself is a cause of unwanting suffering. Perceiving this, may I be inspired to blame, begrudge, and destroy these monstrous demons of self-cherishing. Cherishing my mothers and seeking to secure them to bliss is a gateway to infinite virtues. Seeing this, may I be inspired to hold them dearer than my life, even should they arise as my enemies. In brief, infantile beings labor for their own gain alone, while the Buddhas work solely for others. Understanding the distinction between their respective faults and virtues, may I be inspired to be able to exchange myself for others. Cherishing myself is the doorway to all downfalls, while cherishing my mothers is a foundation for everything good. Inspire me to make the core of my practice the yoga of exchanging myself for others. Therefore, O venerable, compassionate Buddhas, please bless me that my all karmic obscurations and sufferings of mother migrators may ripen upon me right now, and that I may give others my happiness virtuous days, in order that all sentient beings have happiness. Though the world and the beings therein are full of the fruits of evil, and undesired suffering shower upon me like rain, inspire me to see them as a means to exhaust the results of negative karma, and to take these miserable conditions as a path. In short, no matter what appearances may arise, be they good or bad, inspire me to take them into the path, enhancing the true bodhicittas through the practice of the five forces, essence of the entire Dharma, and thus enjoy only mind of happiness. Inspire me to immediately conjoin with meditation whatever I encounter by the skillful means of having the four applications, and to make this opportunity rebirth worthwhile by practicing advice and commitments of mind training, so that I may rescue all beings from the vast ocean of samsara. Inspire me to master true bodhicitta. Through love, compassion, and the superior intention, conjoined with the technique of mounting, taking, giving upon the breath, inspire me to eagerly strive in the practice of the three moralities of the Mahayanas and to bind my mind stream with the pure Bodhisattva vows, the single path journeyed by the victorious ones of three times. Inspire me to transform my body, wealth, and virtues of three times into the objects desired by each sentient being, and through the advice of enhancing detached giving, complete and perfection generosity. Inspire me to complete the perfection of moral conduct by working for sentient beings, accumulating virtuous qualities, and not transgressing the bounds of pratimoksha, bodhisattva, or tantric vows, even in the course of my life. Should all nine types of beings of the three realms become angry at me, abuse, upbraid, threaten, or even kill me, inspire me to complete the perfection of patience and undisturbed work for their benefit in response to their harm. Even if I must remain in the fires of Avicii, for an oceans of eons for the sake of each sentient being, inspire me to complete the perfection joyous effort, and through compassion to strive for supreme enlightenment by avoiding the faults of dullness, agitation, distraction, and with one-parted concentration, set on the mode of existence of all phenomena, emptiness or true existence, inspire me to complete the perfection of concentration. Through the wisdom of discriminating suchness, conjoined with the induced tranquility and great bliss, inspire me to complete the perfection of wisdom. Through the space like yoga absorbed on the ultimate truth, inspire me to perfect the illusion like concentration by realizing how all outer and inner phenomena, like true existence, yet still appear, like illusions, dreams, or the moon's reflection in a still lake. Samsara and nirvana have not an atom of true existence, while dependent arising by cause and effect is not deceptive. Inspire me to realize the importance of Nagarjuna's thought that these two are not contradictory but complementary. And through the kindness of my helmsman Vajradhara, inspire me to cross the labyrinthian ocean of Tantra by holding my vows and pledges to the root of cities dearer than my life. Inspire me to cleanse all sins of attachment to ordinary appearances, and through the first stage yoga, transforming birth, death, and bardo into the conqueror's three bodies, as to see all their peers as deity. Setting your feet, O protector, upon the eight petals of my heart, within the central channel, inspire me to actualize the path uniting clear light and illusion body in this very lifetime. Should I not have completed the points of the path of a time of death, inspire me that I may reach the pure land by either the instructions on applying the five forces or by the forceful means to enlightenment, the Guru's transference. In short, O protector, inspire me that I may be cared for by you, inseparable in all my future lives, and become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O protector, please grant me the good fortune to be the very foremost of your retinue wherever you manifest Buddhahood, and that all my temporal and ultimate wishes and needs be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. Having been thus entreated, pray grant this request, O Supreme Guru, so that you might bless me, happily alight on the crown of my head, and once again set your radiant faith firmly on the corolla of my heart lotus. I dedicate the merit thus gathered towards the realization that is in the prayers of Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas of three tribes, and to the upholding of the doctrine, scripture, and insight. May in all lives, through the force of this merit, never separate from the four wheels of the Mahayana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path, renunciation, bodhicitta, the perfect in the two stages. Through the excellence of whatever virtue, what virtues they are in samsara nirvana, may all be auspicious for us to be free here and now from all misfortune and hardship, and thus enjoy glorious and perfect celestial treasure of temporal and ultimate virtue and goodness. May all be auspicious for the Buddha's teachings to endure long through your centers of Dharma, omniscient Vasantava, being filled with a host of monastics and yogis, striving single-pointedly master the three pure trainings, having requested your blessings, Vasantava, who from the time of your youth made request to the Supreme Guru Yidam, may all be auspicious for you, O Lord Samvajatharam, to spontaneously grant the wishes of others. May all be auspicious for all our desired endowments to swell like a lake in the summer rains, bring an unbroken flow of rebirths of leisure in the fullest families, so that we may pass our days and nights with the holy Dhamma Olosang and thus delight in the glories of perfection. By the collection of whatever virtues these others that I've done and shall do from now on until enlightenment, may all be auspicious, O Holy Venerable One, for all your body of form to remain in this land, immutable like a Vajra. Okay, now let's turn to end direction prayer. Which is on page 294. Okay. Let us pray that His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the true source of joy and happiness on this earth, that he lives long and that his wishes be fulfilled spontaneously. Particularly, His Holiness is the vision and the mission of the universal ethics now taking the form of sea learning be picked up by all the institutions in all the countries and also in the UNO, that the world will find a different atmosphere of universal ethics, and thereby the future leaders who come from these programs will become somebody to embrace each other rather than to throw missiles to each other. That if we embrace each other, that the world, all these trillions and trillions of dollars otherwise dumped into the missiles and so forth, be saved and be used for the charity, be used for education, be used for the thriving of the whole world in a virtuous, harmonious way. And also let's pray that His Eminence Venerable Doboom Rinpoche, that his reincarnation, the come back or swiftly come back for the service of the Buddha Dharma and for the service of sentient beings. And let's also pray that all the learning centers all over the world of the teachings of the Buddha pertaining to Theravada tradition, Chinese tradition, Tibetan tradition, or where all these learning centers, the genuine learning centers are there. Let's pray that they thrive in the activities of study, reflection, meditation. And let me personally dedicate the merits that's gathered, that each one of you, through your concerted effort in the practice of the study and reflection meditation on the two bodhicittas, may you soon see the dawn of these two bodhicittas, that each one of you become such a reliable guide to lead all the sentient beings to ultimate happiness. May the teaching of the wisdom of emptiness and the teaching of the bodhicitta, the most fearless mind of wisdom of emptiness, and the most appealing mind of bodhicitta, may they thrive, that these teachings thrive everywhere in the nook and corner of the whole universe. With this mind, and also let's pray that all the wars happening around the world, they come to stop, ceasefire happens completely, altogether, and that the people start to be awakened, that they can sigh with, take us the fresh, the breath, sigh with relief after all these tiring and exhausting and extremely torturing the wars. And so may all the problems and the families like domestic violence and so forth, they come to an end as soon as possible, that everybody sees the sense in the bodhicitta wisdom of emptiness. With this mind, let's recite from the following direction prayers. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Just as the brave Manjushri and some other brother too realize things they are, also I dedicate all these merits in the best way that I may follow their perfect example. I dedicate all these rules of virtue with the direction praised as the best by all the Buddhas who appeared in the three times, so that I might perform the noble Bodhisattva's deeds. 전주 섬조를 모지 아예 바람께 교로지 개바의 냠밤에 바야 고네 곤도 페바라이쇼. May the Supreme Bodhicitta, there is not a reason to rise and grow, may the which has risen not diminish, but increase forevermore. As long as space remains, as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may I quickly attain the state of Guru Buddha and lead all beings without exception into that enlightened state. I dedicate the merit thus gathered towards the realization that is in the prayers of all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas for three times, and to the upholding the doctrines, Dharma of teaching and realization. May in all lives, through the force of this merit, never separate from the four wheels of the Mahana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path, renunciation, bodhicitta, perfect when the two stages. What a wish to free all beings, I shall always go for refuge to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and for enlightenment. May the poor find wealth, those big with sorrow find joy. May the fallen find new hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from the illness, and may every disease in the world never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting one another. While the merits have accumulated, may every single being abandon all forms of wrongdoing and perpetually engage in virtue. May they never be parted from the mind of bodhicitta. May they always engage in the bodhisattva's conduct. May they be cared for by the Buddhas and relinquish the actions of devils. May no living creature ever suffer, commit wrong, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, or their minds ever be depressed. May all the pains of living creatures ripen solely upon myself, and through the might of the Bodhisattva Sangha, may all beings experience happiness. Having dispelled all the inner and outer obstacles and downfalls, such as poverty, despair, oppression, cruelty, epidemics, and natural disasters due to environmental degradation, may all beings forever enjoy the glory of peace and happiness. Inspired by wisdom and compassion, today in the Buddha's presence, I generate the mind of full awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings. I go for refuge to the triple gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. By the power of practicing and supplicating to you, may all be free from sickness, poverty, and conflict, and may Dharma and the auspicious and proliferate, and all the previous way may abide. The path of union, emptiness, and compassion is loosely explained by the protector Buddha, the Dharma, and the beings of the land of snows. With the lotus holder Tenzin Gyatso, we supplicate you that your wishes are fulfilled spontaneously. May the operations of evil thoughts and deeds of the negative forces of humans or non-humans who herb by medicine perverted prayers against the teachings of the Buddhas be truly vanquished through the power of the truth of rituals. By the dependent realization that profound substance of appearance and emptiness, together with the force of great compassion of three jewels and the power of the truth, and through the virtue of the infallible law of karmas and their fruits, may this truthful prayer of ours be unhindered and quickly fulfilled. May the teachings of this beneficial one till world's end be unshaken by the winds of evil thoughts. May it always be met by innumerable beings who find conviction in the teacher by understanding the teaching's true nature. May never falter even for an instant. Uphold the excellent will of the sage, which illuminates the principle of dependent origination for all my births, even giving away my body and life. May I spend day and night carefully reflecting on what means can enhance this teaching, achieved by the Supreme Savior, through strenuous efforts over countless eons. In all my lives, never separate from perfect gurus, and enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the quality of stages in the paths, may I quickly attain the Srirvajratara. Throughout my future lifetimes, may always be guided by the Manjushri and be able to uphold the truth, the Dharma in general, and the teachings of dependent origination in particular, even in the course of my life. Deoto Om Gate Gate Aragate Arasam Gate Bodhiswatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswatyatam Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha. Okay, thank you. Okay, all the offline, online participants and online participants, thank you so much for joining us. Gishamalam and then Brother TBO and the Jeffrey La, Lori La, and others. I cannot see you, others. Arka Bhattacharya, Mr. Chuck, Samola and Pinzola, Punchola, Amale, and Patricia, and all of you. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you, Geshe-la. Please stay in good health.
Tuchena. Thank you, Geshe-la.
Tuji Geshe-la, Gutsi Shapi Tenro, no?
Geshe-la.
Geshe-la. Take care.
Take care.